Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at what they think about you, and we're also looking at what their friends and family think about you, and if that influences their thoughts about you or not. We have 4 piles here. You choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. I just want to say thank you so much for your love and support of this channel, of my divine channelings, of my soul mission. I really, really appreciate it. I set the intention for each of my messages, for each of my readings, to be of the highest and best divine channel messages for you, to help you along your highest and best path and your soul mission that you wish, want, and need. So thank you so much. I just want to tell you that every like, every comment, every well wish that you send my way, I pay it forward and hopefully 2, 3, 10-fold back into the world. So thank you so much. Thank you for shining your light. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. Much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 77 with the rose quartz. Let's look at how your person thinks about you. And this is without the influence of anyone. How they think about you genuinely, truly. Queen of Fire. Okay. Yeah. You're very, very sexy to them. You're very, very attractive to them. They feel like they can talk to you for hours on end. They're never bored with you. You always fascinate them. Even if you're not saying anything, they just find things about you that they just, obsess over, like little details that they just can't stop thinking about for like days or weeks. You're endlessly fascinating, I'm hearing. You can light up a whole room. And even if you don't feel like that, I feel like some of you are very extroverted and some of you are very quiet wallflowers. It doesn't matter, because they feel like you fill a room with your energy. You have beautiful energy no matter what. Wow, the World card. It's like you opened up the world to them. They did not see the world the same way that you did. Like you changed them. They see things so much more different now. They see more colors. They understand things more deeply. I feel like they're the kind of person that they didn't take the time to smell the roses. They didn't take the time to appreciate the small things in life. The little beautiful things, about nature, or the way that thing is in the room, the way that light hits that picture or that wall, or little confirmation from the train there. It's just like you opened up life for them, appreciation for life. And it's because they find things about you that they appreciate that they haven't appreciated about themselves or other people before. So you opened up their world in so many ways. Guardian of Swords, Queen of Swords. They feel like you're very like you don't notice how beautiful you are, or how wonderful you are, how fascinating you are, and it makes you all that much more interesting and fascinating. You don't take time to dwell on your looks or how much you've achieved, because you're already doing more than that. You don't sit in front of the mirror and think about how beautiful you look or how good you look or something. You don't take time to just like stare at your awards or certifications or certificates or diplomas. You just kind of you appreciate how far you've come, but you do it quietly. And usually you're focusing on much bigger things than yourself, and that just makes you so much more attractive. Wow, pile 77, your person really admires you. Okay, and friends, what do their friends think of you? What do their friends think of you? 9 of Water, wish granted. Wow, pile 77's person hit the jackpot with this. My friend here is so lucky to have found pile 77. Wow. So even their friends know like how lucky they are to have met someone like you. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like they kind of know, Pile 77, that you kind of have opened up the possibility of settling down, marrying, having a family, or combining families or something like that, creating a home with your person. And so your friends are like all on board. They're like supporting you. I think their friends want this more than your person knows. Yeah, because I feel like they want this for their friend. More than your person knows. Wow. The lovers. Okay, your friend, their friends are your cheerleaders. Their friends are really their cheerleaders because they know they're good friends. First of all, because some friends, they're pretend friends, right? And if they know that you're good for if they know that someone is good for their friend, they might not want it because secretly they don't want the best for their person, for their friend. But your person, Pile 77, they have good friends because they want the best for them, and they see that you are someone who can give that to them. You are someone who is very special and a true love match. So their friends are a supporter, whether you know that or not, and whether they know that or not. Whether your person, Pile 77, I don't know if they know that their friends really support this union. Okay. What about their family? King of Air. Okay, seems like they haven't really said anything to them. I heard the jury's still out. They feel like you're kind of like a leader, a boss, like someone who would wear the pants in the relationship or kind of lead the direction of the relationship, the connection. Knight of Wands. They definitely think you're a firecracker. But in a way that complements your person, Pile 77. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how I feel about the fact that they are so, they're kind of leading my son or daughter. I don't know how that I feel about them kind of being the leader in this connection, because, you know, as parents, you might kind of worry that, or siblings or grandparents, aunts, uncle, that you don't want someone who's like controlling your niece, nephew, daughter, son, brother, sister, right? You want someone who like allows your loved one to lead, but they feel like it complements their personality. They're like, I don't know how I feel about them being more of a leader in this relationship, but their personality does kind of match my loved one. Explorer of Pentacles. Yeah, so Knight of Pentacles. They do see that you are leading them into a more stable commitment. So they don't have anything against this. They feel like it's very obvious that you'd be someone who is a good potential person for them. I think the only issue that they really have is that they don't want you to be the sole leader of the relationship, but I feel like they understand it complements their person. So I feel like your person, Pile 77, is either someone who likes to be led or someone who's looking for the king or queen to lead beside them. And so you're a really good match for their personality. And they like that you're taking it kind of slow. I feel like you're not quite there yet. You haven't quite locked them down. And so they kind of like that because they're like, Pile 77 seems like the kind of person who's going to push them into a long-term commitment sooner rather than later, or push them into the next level of the connection sooner rather than later. But it seems like they're making the right steps. They're doing it in the right timing. So the family's on board too. They don't see anything wrong with it. They don't see any issues. So that's a good thing here. Okay, so let's see how your person, beautiful pile 77, what they think of you with the influence of their friends and family, if they have any influence over them. Page of Earth. So they do, and a little bit. It's good because it's influencing them to kind of think about the next step with you. So that's the way that they influence their friends and family influences them. But it's like not enough. I feel like your person, Pile 77, yeah, death and rebirth. They're having this like rebirth where they realize that they need to do things differently with you than they have in the past. And their friends and family are influencing them in a positive way, but at the same time, not enough. Like, I feel like they need to take more influence from their friends and family to push this connection along. But they are influencing your person in a positive way. Judgment in reverse. It feels like because their friends and family has nothing negative to say about you and has like an approval of you, it does influence your person, Pile 77, in a positive way. It makes them want to do things in a different way and take the first step into being more seriously committed in a better way than in the past. So it does have a positive influence on them, but it's in a very small way. Like, I feel like you're in this like Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands energy, and they're in the Page of Pentacles era. So you're a step ahead of them. Their friends and family are only helping them, but they're still a step behind you. And although they think the world of you, I feel like your person is still a step behind you, Pile 77. Okay, let me see what Spirit has to say about this. Have faith in your dreams and a time to give rather than take, but both of these came out reversed and face down. So I'm getting from Spirit, maybe see if this person aligns with your goals and your dreams. And maybe take some time to kind of review where the two of you are and see if you're getting enough out of this connection as you're putting in. So this is a good time to kind of review, because although everything is working for you, they really like you a lot, their friends and family likes them a lot, and they want to take steps towards you. You might not like the fact that you are always a step ahead in this connection, and it might be that like that for a while. So it's really up to you if, you know, you're waiting to wait it out. For some of you, that's definitely a really big thing to consider, timing and willingness to wait, patience. Because this does look like it has a positive outlook. It's just whether you're willing to wait or not. And, you know, that's up to you. You can always call in another soulmate that is on the same page as you, or a step ahead even, where you guys can push each other, level each other up, or you can patiently wait for this one, because it does seem like all the good things are there. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a message from Spirit. Speak your truth. Yeah. You want to tell yourself what you feel is the truth about this situation. And you might also want to tell them your truth. You feel like home to me. There is a soulmate connection here, but you can always find a soulmate level connection of this level or higher if you so choose. It seems like you're very high vibrational, so it's not going to be hard to do that for you. I know that like once you reach a certain level, a certain frequency in your vibration, you start calling in soulmates of all kinds, you know. So you can call in soulmates of the same level or even higher if you wish. And this does seem like a good connection also. It just might take a little bit longer than you expected to kind of get to the level that you want it to. It really just depends on what you want. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you resonated with it or like it or want to support me, I really appreciate it. Like or comment. It really does help me out. Let me know if you like readings like this. I'm trying to take different takes on what they're thinking about you and what they're feeling about you. These are the two topics I have to stick to in order to get my subs up till 10,000, so I can have some sort of income. But I am excited to do more diverse readings, and I do have plans for that. So please help me get there with your love and support. I really appreciate it, and I hope my divine channelings help you along with your path very very divinely. And I wish you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 222 with the Celestite. Let's see what your person thinks about you without the influence of anyone. Their genuine thoughts about you. The Star card. An angel did fall from heaven into my life. This is someone who literally came out of my dreams. I know they are divine because I couldn't have imagined someone with, I'm getting the perfect lips, eyes, nose, face, body, hair. I couldn't have designed that. I'm not that creative. I can't draw that well. I could not have visualized a more perfect person. Someone who speaks so deeply to me. Someone I'm so attractive to. I know it's divine because I am not that creative. I could not have made a more perfect image of someone that is my own brand of heroine I'm getting. It's a Twilight reference. King of Cups, yeah. It's like they fell in love with you the moment that they saw you, the moment that they felt your energy, the moment they saw you in their dreams, and they knew within their soul, within their spirit, that you were the one. And they weren't much for believing in soulmates or like the spiritual realm. Like it's not like they didn't believe it. It's like that they didn't really like took the time to think about it much. They do now. I'm hearing they do now, but they knew instantly the second that they talked to you, they saw you, they felt you, they knew that there is a divine energy, a higher power. They just knew, because there is no way that someone was so perfectly curated to resonate with every cell in their being, you know? Nine of Pentacles, wish granted, yeah. And all these cards came out in reverse, so I feel like this is something that they're thinking about a lot right now about you. I feel like the two of you might have taken some space in terms of texting or not seeing each other for a little bit. Maybe you got busy with work or traveling or something like that, one or both of you. And so this tiny bit of space, tiny bit of separation is making the heart grow so much fonder, because they're thinking about this aspect of your connection much more, the divine aspect, the aspect of the fantasy part, the dreamlike part of it. Like, it's unreal, it's so real, it's like, I can't believe this is happening, I can't believe this exists. It's giving them time to come to the realization that this is real. You know, they can pinch themselves a little bit to like realize this is real. Because I feel like for a while now they've been kind of feeling like they've been in a dream and this is not real, it's not going to last or something. And so they needed a second to realize this is real, and it very much can be lost if they don't take action, or, you know, continue to take action. Okay, so what do their friends think of you? What do their friends think of you? I feel like their friends don't really give them that much thought, so their friends might not know you that well or even really know of you. They feel like your person 222 just kind of is always like the good one in the relationship and takes on too much and then gets hurt and has to live it all over again. So they care about your person 222. Your person's friends are really good, but they kind of have seen your person kind of maybe once or multiple times in their past kind of put too much into a relationship and then be burned by it, be overburdened by it. Like, not that their past relationships weren't good, it's just like it took so much out of them. They're like, oh, we didn't get to hang out with them as much because the relationship just kind of always took so much out of them. Yeah, they got to see their friend less, and they didn't like that, really. They felt like their past relationships weren't really working. Like, they worked, they were successful, they were good relationships, but they just didn't work well for your person and their lifestyle and their like, I'm getting life-work balance. So it wasn't that it was bad relationships, it's just that it didn't work somehow, and they don't really know really the specifics, but they know that their friend didn't have enough time to hang out with them or do much else, work on their hobbies or something. So they're a little bit concerned for that, but they don't really think about your person and who they're dating that much. So Three of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like your person's friends, beautiful pile 222, are kind of like fair weather friends. Yeah, they might help you move and when you're in a pickle, but they don't really talk about those kinds of things. They don't really talk about relationships or in any deep way that matters. They don't really talk about life stuff in any really deep way that matters. Yeah. So that's probably why Pile 222, when you came along, they're just kind of like, this isn't real. This kind of relationship doesn't exist, because they didn't have that kind of relationship in their past with past romantic interest, nor did they really have it with their friends or other people in their life, like the kind of like deep connection. Okay, what does their family think of you? Okay, so their family does know about you, and they see that you kind of gave their loved one a real shot at life. So they understand that you two were in a relationship or are in a relationship. Queen of Swords. They believe that you made the right call with your person 222. They feel like you kind of were more mature and made the right decisions for the connection. They respect the way that you treat their loved one, and I'm hearing all the things that you've done for our loved one. So they have a deep respect for you, Pile 222, because they feel like you gave your person a real shot. We're really mature about it in most cases, and we're really looking out what's for the best of all involved, really looking out for their best interests. So they have a deep respect for you. The High Priestess in reverse. They don't really know you too well. They don't really understand the fact that you two are soulmates or have a deep connection, because they either don't know you that well, or they're not the kind of family that really looks into that in a connection. They might be more surface level, they might be more physical, so they might look at like what you do for work, the kind of where you came from, what your family's like, how much money you make, how responsible you are. So they might like look at that kind of stuff, the more physical things, but they don't really look at like the spiritual things, or how the two of you might have the two of your compatibilities, and the more emotional aspects of both of your connections. But I think it's just because either A, they don't know you that well, or B, they're just the kind of people that are just more physically oriented, more masculine energy. So, but they do respect the way you think and the way you handle yourself in terms of conversation and your responsibilities. So they appreciate you and respect you for that, at least. And so then, what does your person, beautiful pile 222, what does your person think about you with the influence of their friends and family, if they have any on your person? So your person, pile 222, they kind of just want to run away with you. They're like, I want to be with you and live a life that represents this connection, because they're like, I want deeper connection with my friends and family and the people that I work with, and my work in general, and my community, my neighborhood. Like, I want a deeper connection with the people in my life and the things I do in my life, and you kind of represent that for them. And so they're like, I'll go wherever you want me to, because like they believe that they can have more deeper connections even with their current friends and family and people they know, but with people who resonate with them even deeper, new friends and people who are like family and community. So they feel like that you're the key that unlocks this door to this potential new life, where they just resonate more deeply with people, places, things around them, and you. So their friends and family influences them in the way that like they see, like they have good friends and family, but they're just more kind of like surface level. Not that they don't love them and like your person 222, but I feel like there's just kind of like a point where they don't go any further, any deeper. So, and your person sees you and they're like, I'm actually willing to go further in my life, in my connections. So they're willing to follow you. They're willing to go with you. So their friends and family influence them in that they recognize that they can have deeper, more meaningful connections. 2 of Pentacles. This is something they're grappling with, I'm hearing right now, is like, do I stay or do I go? I just saw 2 birds fly over my head through the window. So they're like, do I go with beautiful pile 222, or do I stay with the life that I know now, the people that I know now, the person I am that I know now? So they're at a crossroads. This is a really big, because the first card is the Star card. It's a very important time in their life. You gave them a lot of hope. You give them a lot of inspiration, and you're unintentionally giving them a decision, a major life decision, which is like, do you want to go where I'm going, or do you want to stay? Or maybe you intentionally, maybe some of you piled it to, you're intentionally giving your person like a choice, like, hey, do you want to go this way or that way, Strength card, yeah. They have the courage to go with you, or they believe that they just have to make this one decision, and then they'll catch up to their courage will catch up, their strength will catch up. This is a really major decision for them. a crossroads in terms of this relationship, this connection. It means a lot to them. You mean a lot to them. And it means a lot to them. They appreciate and really grateful for this opportunity, they're saying. So they're taking it into consideration. This is a really important decision for them. What do you need to release? So I feel like your person, pile 222, are wanting to release their past, who they were, the people that they knew, everything that they've known thus far in order to move forward with you, or just at least major aspects of their life or major people in their life in order to go with you. But that's a big ask, you know, and you can't tell someone to just do it. Like either they're ready for it or they're not. And even if they're not ready for it, you know, it has to be their decision and they have to have the courage to do it. And your person does have the courage to do it. It's just, are they going to be doing it this time? Or is there going to be a next time? You know, it's sometimes opportunities don't come again. And so turn to your soul tribe at this time. Yeah. So this is advice both for you and your person, 222, which is like, you can't go wrong with spending more time with the people you feel like deserve your time. And so you might want to do that. And, you know, if your person joins in, good for everyone. If not, then you know. Wow. Message from them. There's still time for us. I feel like they're saying, this can still happen. I'm still willing to move forward with you. They might take a long time to make the decision, or they might make it very quickly. You can't live your life based on this person's decision to do though. So that's why Spirit is saying, like, hang out with the people who you feel like deserve your time. And yeah, if this person's making you wait longer than you want to, then you have your answer. And if not, and they make a decision sooner rather than later, then it's up to you whether you want them in that way or not. I'm going to pull one more card to see what Spirit has to say. Empowerment, yeah. You want to make a decision on what empowers you. Does it empower you to give this person a shot or accept this person into this next chapter of your life or whatever it is? Or does it empower you to kind of keep your options open or move forward without them? You know, you have to do what gives you the most power, because at the end of the day, you know, it's just you, right? So I hope that gave you more clarity, Pile 222. It seems very beautiful. This connection seems very beautiful. It went in a different direction I did not expect. Please leave a like or comment if you resonate with this, or if you kind of resonate with what this divine channeling said, because it was kind of like, yeah, everything's good, but and they have this opportunity here with you, and it seems like you've been on this right path, and they have an opportunity to join you on this like beautiful divine right path. But you know, it's not like you're going to get off this path for them, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, with or without you, I'm going to continue. But and the emotions behind that is just crazy, right? It's like, well, that just sucks for you. And yeah, it's going to suck a little bit for me, but I'm just going to keep going. And there might not be this chance again. They might be still thinking there's still time for us. I can take all the time I want. So you got to, you know, Yeah, look out for yourself sometimes, pile 222. How long you want to take a time out from continuing on your path. All right. So I really appreciate your support with a like or comment. It means so much to me. It just helps me to continue doing more readings like this. I'm doing more different kinds of readings. So yeah, just a like or comment lets me know that you would like more of these kinds of readings. Yeah, and with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 1010 with the Amethyst. Let's look at what your person thinks about you. We're looking at what your person thinks about you without the influence of anyone else. Okay, 3 of water. Okay, so your person definitely thinks about you as like a good friend, someone that they've known to be a good person, nice, caring, helpful. So your person 1010 sees you more as a friend. Definitely a potential love interest. Maybe you were a potential love interest. Maybe there was a romantic chemistry between the two of you, but they kind of see you more as like a friend that they used to know, or a friend that they see once in a while now. That's kind of energy I'm getting. If it doesn't resonate, you can always pick another pile. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that feeling of pile 1010 is, you know, such a beautiful person, just a beautiful, kind soul. But I bet they're like that with everyone. I bet all their close friends say that about them, you know? And I don't think they know that you're still very much more interested in them than they think. And also I'm getting that they don't think about you that often, but when they do, this is what they think. So Ace of Cups. Yeah, so there was in reverse, there was a romantic connection between the two of you. It might have been something that didn't last for that long, but they see you as someone that they can always reach out to, or that would always help them out in a pinch, that they can talk to once in a while. 4 of Swords. I feel like this connection has gotten a little bit cold and you still think about them often. And this connection that you had, maybe it's one of those situations where, you know, it's the one that got away or something like that. And they do think that, like, yeah, pile 1010 might believe that there might have been something more between the two of us, and that I might have been the person that got away, or there could have been more here. Okay, what we had was very fiery, very special in the moment, and they do think kindly of you, but they do feel like you think about them more than they do think about you. What do their friends think about you? They do feel like you had a really good potential of being the one, being really good for their friend. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. They're like, yeah, this was a match made in heaven. What did my dumb friend 1010 do? What did my dumb friend do with beautiful 1010? 6 of Wands. Wow. So they're friends. Like, maybe they met you for a short time, or maybe they heard of you when your person 1010 talks about you, and they're like, wow, this is their person. My friend is a dumb butt. They are an idiot for not seeing how awesome this person is. So your person, beautiful 1010, must have not been ready for commitment, or didn't want it, or saw some red flag and ran away, or could not appreciate what they had in front of them, could not see it, and that's why you're still holding on, like, oh, this could have been so good. And it's because your person 1010 is such an idiot. Like, they were so stupid in that moment, in this special time that you had together. Their friends know it too, because what they've said about you in the past and even now, or maybe some of them met you, they're like, wow, this had potential to be so good, like a love match. But I feel like your person wasn't ready for that, or they couldn't see it, but their friends knew it. I'm getting even their higher guidance. Yeah, so that's why you keep feeling this, like, feeling of longing, like this could have been something so special, something so good. I'm sorry, some people, some people just don't have the wherewithal to kind of comprehend a magical connection like this when they see it. I'm sorry, 1010. Like, this was an opportunity. This was a once in a lifetime opportunity. You knew it, and you might have been gaslit by so many people you knew and people you didn't know, that like, oh, you're crazy, you barely had a relationship with this person, or you barely knew them, like, what are you talking about? Like, but you knew. Their friends knew too. Their higher guidance knew too. That's the worst, isn't it? It's when you know and you have no like way to prove it. Gosh. What do their family think about you? Messenger of fire. So I'm getting they don't really know of you, really. The devil. I'm getting like, if anything, they might think you're just one of those people that their loved one dated for a short period of time, or hooked up with, or just a fly-by-night situation. A temptress, I'm hearing. I don't know what the male version of temptress is. 5 of Cups. Yeah. No regrets. Yeah. So their family doesn't really know of you. But if they had to guess, they would just think you were just someone that was a random hookup or short-term relationship, short-term dating situation. Someone that wasn't really brought into the picture in a bigger way. But their friends knew of you a little bit, and what they knew, they're like, wow, that had the potential to be something, but my stupid friend did not see it. They didn't want to listen to it. Even if someone told them, they wouldn't take the advice. They're very stubborn. They weren't ready for this. They couldn't see what was in front of them. Wow. So what do they think of you with the influence of their friends and family? What do they, if they had any influence on them? What do they think of you? The influence of their friends and family. 9 of Swords. Like, yeah, it's like one of those things that, like, it's like you don't want to hear it, and you might think that your friends are right, but you want to hear it until, like, it's like, oh, this is for tomorrow. That's like, maybe in a few years from now, 5 years from now. Like, no, I don't want to hear it right now. Like, that's a future issue. So they might find that what the people around them were saying was like true about this connection, but they don't want to think about it. It like disturbs them. Yeah, because they don't want to face their actions. They don't want to face what they saw. 3 of Wands, yeah. It's like, okay, because if I do listen to the people around me, then that means I have to take action. And that means that there's like a concrete future. I feel like your person 1010 is like not willing to settle, or they think they could do better, or they don't want to do the work or something like that. So they don't want to face that reality. Like they don't want to grow up, or they don't want to be more mature, or they don't want to take on additional responsibilities, or they don't want to have to do the right things, you know? Like if I acknowledge this, that means I have to change everything, and I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, 1010. Seven of Swords, yeah. They're lying to themselves, and they are I'm hearing willing to go to the grave. So pile 1010, like, I'm sorry, but your person, sorry if this is hard to hear, hugs and kisses, lots of love, but we're just gonna pull this band-aid off, okay? They are willing to go to the grave with this lie and not face this reality because they don't want to do the right things. They don't want, because if they acknowledge that this is like a true love connection, that means they have to change who they are. They have to change their lifestyle. They have to change they have to right their wrongs, and they have to live life correctly. And then also that their future is kind of planned for them. They kind of have a path, and they like their freedom too much. Like, I get it. Like, some people like their freedom. Sagittarius is, Aquarius is, you know, a lot of signs. A lot of people like to have more independence in their relationship. That's all good and fine if you have a good hobby, or if you like your work, or, you know, you like hanging out with your friends or family more, and you want a little bit more independence in your relationship. A lot of people are like that, fine. But your person 1010 is not looking for healthy independence or healthy freedom. That's crazy. What does Spirit have to say about this? A new start is coming, and it's in reverse. So like, Spirit's like, don't hold your breath, because your person is not going to acknowledge this. And it's frustrating. I get it, because like, even their friends, even their guides are like, yeah, this is a very successful union. This could be a very, very good relationship. And they're refusing to see it. I'm getting frustrated. Pile 1010. I want to smack your person in the face and just shake them and be like, look what you have in front of you. Beautiful pile 1010 is right here. Can you not see it? They're not your friend. You idiot. This is the one. You're losing at life by not choosing pile 1010. What an idiot. Sorry. Seek divine inspiration. Release who you used to be. Yeah. So Spirit's like, get into your creative arts, get into your creative flow, get into the thing that makes you happy, that makes you feel like living life and going on adventures and potentially finding love again, finding new things about yourself that you love, discovering yourself, discovering the world, new things that fascinate you. You might have to release it. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's the right perfect connection if they're choosing not to see it, if they're choosing not to be in it. Like, what can you do? You can't force them. You have to move on. And that's what the situation is. What an idiot. I want to spend my life with you. Too bad. I never expected it to be you. So with a few of you, a new start is coming. I want to spend my life with you. I never expected it to be you. I do see some of you that they do come back realizing that they're ready to do this, but I'm getting it's like a very small percentage, like 15 to 20% of you. But that just means that you have to like completely move on from this person and completely live your life as if they're not coming back. And with that energy released, they'll come back. But that's so hard for people to do, because when you know that this might be the right person, you might never let go of them. So they might be willing to go to their grave, being very stubborn and being like, I don't want to do the right thing. I don't want to step up to this connection and all that means. But that's a reflection of you. That's mirroring your energy, which is like, I'm never going to let go of this person because I know we're meant to be. You see that mirror reflection? So this is definitely like a high level soulmate connection. So there is a potential chance for the two of you to be together, but only after you absolutely release them. In either way, it's a win-win situation, because either they'll come back or you'll find someone who is at that same level. Let's see. Transformation, yeah. If you don't make this transformation, they're not going to make this transformation. So this was a tough one. Pile 1010, a band-aid that needed to be ripped off, because if you're refusing to change and see this connection for what it is, they're going to refuse to change and see this connection for what it is. And it's like, the more you dig your heel in, the more they dig their heel in. And I just feel this incredible amount of frustration with this energy, because it's like, you two are it. But you mirror each other's stubbornness. And the only way to kind of change that is to transmute it. So if you really, honestly, truly believe that this is something that might not happen in this lifetime, and you're okay with that, might not happen in any lifetime, and you're okay with that, and you really genuinely try to move on, find happiness in life, potentially find another mate, then you might find this person comes back to you. But you can't think about it in that way, otherwise it won't happen. That's the thing with manifestations and the divine, right? But either way, you might find it's like your person or better. Okay? And that's the way you have to kind of see it, believe it, and actually live it. And I feel like I'm getting within a year, you'll be in a relationship. Within a year, sooner. 8 months, I'm hearing. So pile 1010. You have some work to do, or you have some work to finish, because you might already know this. You might have been already trying to finish up this cycle. Kill it. Kill it in the next several months with your inner work in regards to this, and you'll see results immediately. And by immediately, I mean like 8 to 10 months, which is pretty quick if you're doing this kind of person. If you're releasing this kind of person, this kind of energy, that takes a lot of work. For some of us, it takes years, but you have the heads up now, you have the information, and you can do with it what you will. Please don't hate the messenger. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Please leave a like or comment if you resonate with this. I know it's tough, but all I can say is you're in a community filled with this kind of energy. You're with people who understand this, because we've all been through it. So we get you. You're not alone, and you might know that already. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 717 with the clear crystal quartz. Let's see what your person thinks about you. A card came out right away. So they're thinking about you a lot. They've been thinking about you a lot frequently recently. Even right now, they're thinking about you. They're longing for you. We're looking at what they're thinking about right now without the influence of anyone. So what they genuinely think about you. And I'm getting, they feel so strongly towards you. They're longing for you so much that they don't care what anyone else thinks. Right now, they feel so much for you and so deeply. Nothing nobody says will influence you. So anything anyone has to say or thinks about the situation goes into one ear and out the other, because it does not matter. They have such a longing for you. So this is someone who has deep feelings for you, but doesn't have you for some reason, or little to no communication, or this is someone new, someone you don't even know yet, or someone who's loved you for a very long time and you might not know about it, that's coming back into your life. So if this doesn't sound like you, 717, you can always pick another pile. But yeah, this person has a deep longing for you, but they don't have you exactly right now. Temperance, but they are longing for you so much they're willing to take a risk to come towards you. Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like they've already decided to come towards you. So they already have decided to communicate to you, to find you, to visit you in person, to come see you, maybe send you communication that they are about to come see you, maybe show up at your doorstep without you knowing. So this person has been longing for you. They've been deeply in love with you for a very long time, or they found new feelings for you, new uncovered deep emotions towards you, and they want to share that with you. They want to express that to you. It's been so deep, so profound, that they want to say it to you in person or through communication where they can see you or talk to you over the phone, hear your voice or something. This is someone that you haven't seen for a long time, someone that you didn't know still had feelings for you, or someone new that's about to come into your life, or someone returning. Okay, so what do their friends think about you? What do their friends think about you? Eight of Water. Yep, my friend's gone. They're in a different world. They're in love. Yeah. The Chariots. Interesting. And the Eight of Pentacles. So they're like, bye. Bye, my friend. You're in love with some... I don't know if they know this is specifically you, past 717, but they know that their friend has been putting in a lot of work for love, for this new life, for you. But they're like, yeah, my friend is not... like, I might as well just say bye now. Might as well just send them a wedding gift now because they're gone. They're in a relationship. We're not going to see each other as much anymore. They already kind of made their peace with that. Knight of Wands, yeah. They really admire their friends because their friend has been putting in a lot of... your person, past 717, has been putting in a lot of effort for love. They might not know it's specifically for you, but they know they've been putting a lot of effort to set up their life for a relationship, a long-term relationship, and a healthy one, one that resonates with them. So they applaud their friend. I hear a lot of clapping, a lot of applauding from their friend and their friend's spirit guides to be like, good for Pile 717's person. Like, they deserve this. They put in the effort. They changed. They made themselves better. They put in the effort to go after what they really want, the love of their life. Like, they deserve it. They deserve good things. So they have good friends, 717. The person has good friends. And they kind of already know. They're like, yep, we lost them. They're going to be gone for a while. You know, I might see them in the holidays or, you know, once in a while, like all my other friends who are in a couple, you know, kind of thing. What does their family think about them? Also the same. Eight of Pentacles in reverse twice here. So their family is having very similar thoughts about their situation in love. Seven of Wands in reverse. Like, they've made their choice. They made peace with their choice of, like, you know, the kind of life that they want to have. Because I feel like their family is kind of open to the fact that, like, hey, some people are more work oriented, some people are more status oriented, but it seems my loved one, my son, daughter, brother, sister, niece, nephew, granddaughter, grandson is more love oriented, or at least at this time more love centered, and wants a really good partner. It's like, and they're very open to that. They're okay with the fact that their loved one is more love oriented in life, because they put in the work. It's like, it makes them a better person. They can see it. For some people, it's their career that makes them a better person, or they're craving for status or whatever, but power, whatever. So, like, money, but they realize that their loved one is more focused on love, and it makes them better. It makes them do better at work. It makes them do better everything else, but it also makes them kind of crazy. Like they don't do as well at work or with their career or with their finances if they don't have a partner. Like their loved one is better with a partner, and they understand this. I think in the past, your person, beautiful pile 717, your person's family had a huge influence on your person, and they shunned away a lot of people in their life, like friends, family, coworkers. They like kind of look down at their choices in life. And now your person's fighting back, and now your person's family is more like they've got the respect. They earned the respect. They gave their respect to your person because your person stood up to them for their choices in life. And I feel like in the past, your person was really beat down by the fact that their family wasn't on board with their choices in life, not just in love, but in a lot of things. They have good friends, but I feel like their friends kind of always knew that they would lose them once they got into a partnership, because deep down, your person's friends always knew that they were meant for a great, grand love and a grand life to accompany that. So they kind of always knew. They're like, bye, 717's person. We kind of knew that we were going to lose you at some point, but we're happy that they finally did, because they're friends with the kind of people that kind of like knew what your person was meant for in life, which was a grand love and a grand life, and that they were just kind of placeholders until you came along, you know? So they're happy for their friend, even though they're losing their friend. They're like, we would be mad at them if they didn't, you know, kind of lived up to their potential. That was like a confirmation text right there. Okay, let's see. What they think about you with the influence of their friends and family and the people around them. Page of Fire. It just makes them want to go on a new adventure. I feel like they feel like everyone in their life is kind of settled in who they are and how they live life, and they're kind of inspired to kind of take a risk, take a chance, and go on a new adventure. Two of Swords. I feel like in the past they were blinded. Yeah, because I feel like this was something that had a chance in the past. So this is someone coming back, or someone new that didn't take these chances before in life, or they might have had one opportunity and they just felt like they didn't take it. Four of Pentacles in reverse. They couldn't see the point of this investment, I'm hearing. I don't know what that means. Before, they couldn't see the point of investing in something like this. Yeah, so before, I felt like they thought it was just kind of like pointless to invest in a love connection like this, because I feel like the people around them were investing in, I'm hearing, real things like their career, the business, their home, the things that you can physically build up in life. And they didn't, so they were kind of, I feel like your person, 717, is a real energy sensitive. So they might be really psychic or intuitive. They might be an empath, real deep thinker, philosopher, many talents, many skills, well-rounded kind of person, but they've been kind of living in this structure with the way they grew up with their family and their friends, and they've kind of always just kind of followed the rules, done the things that's always been done. They might be really creative. They may have really artistic or musical talents, or they're able to build things, design things, analyze things very well. They might have like a, really good sharp skill in that. So they were meant for more, and their friends could see it. And the family might be able to see it, but they always discouraged it in order to, like, they're afraid that their loved one, your person 717, would follow their heart and it'd leave them penniless, I'm hearing. And so they discouraged their talents. They discouraged love-based relationships and stuff like that. They might not, their family might not have even approved of their friends sometimes. And their friends just felt like they were just placeholders because they knew that your person was meant for more. And so that's why your person is longing for you. And I'm getting this is happening around now, right? Or is happening like very recently, where they've been longing for you even more, because this is calling to a part of them, their self, their soul mission, their soul purpose in life to do more. And they're longing for you because you are also that something more, part of that something more. What does Spirit have to say about this? Your hard work is paying off, yeah. And so I got that with the Eight of Pentacles twice. They've done a lot of work, but it's kind of like all meaningless, right? Because it's like they've done a lot of work in the way things are typically done in the current structures of society, kind of thing, the way their family has done it, culture, tradition, religion, their hometown, their neighborhood, their schools, their workplaces, the way that everyone else has done things. They've done the work, they've done their research, and they still feel longing for something more. And that's because they're not meant to work in those structures, or they're meant to kind of master what's already been in order to bringing something better, perfect what can be better. Wow. So I feel like the two of you are meant to kind of change things, improve upon things that have always been done in a certain way or something. Okay, Spirit's advice, play. Yeah, so the best way that the two of you can come together, because there's such like deep sadness and deep longing for you and for this new version of themselves, this new life purpose for them. The best way to combat that deep sadness is to play, is to bring out each other's creativity, try new things together, try a new cooking class, or watch a movie that you wouldn't normally watch, try a new activity together, get each other's like minds flowing, brain flowing kind of thing, and kind of get the energy away from the heart, away from the past a little bit and the sadness with it, in order to find more inspiration and find happiness in the future rather than the sadness in the past. And yeah, there can be healing that's done after this, but right now the best thing for the two of you would be to play with your creativity, play with new interesting ideas and things, and use your hands, and try things that you wouldn't normally try. I'm getting not sexual though. That's all good and fine, but I'm getting for most of you, try not to right now, because there's such deep emotions going through them right now that it might not be the best time to connect energies in a sexual way. But play Playing might be the best thing. Your love gives me strength. Yeah, they might be unhealthy. They might be latching onto you, attaching themselves to you in a very unhealthy way right now, because they're like, you're like their lifeline, right? You're their lifeboat to get away from this pain, deep pain that they're finding, that they're uncovering the truth about, that is like all the lies, all the ways that they feel like their past life has lied to them, didn't allow them to be their true full self. All this pain of like what if, what could have been, you know, all those kinds of things are coming through them right now. And so they might be like lashing onto you, attaching themselves to you in unhealthy ways because they see you as a lifeboat. And so Spirit's like, it's not like you shouldn't be there for them, but maybe be there for them in a playful, more friendly kind of way instead of a romantic way, because that's going to create unhealthy attachment for them onto you. And right now, you need to kind of lighten the energy. So when this person comes back or comes into your life, you might want to start with understanding that right now, I'm getting the 3-month rule, you know, no kissing, no getting into bed with each other, no sleepovers, you know, for a few months, you know, no intensely dating or anything. Like, just get to know each other, have fun. It's what you two need. I can't believe a love like this exists. Yeah. So there is a romantic energy between the two of you. You feel it, they feel it. But it might be up to you to use your strength to kind of take this a little bit slow and get to know each other a little bit and be playful and keep it lighthearted for at least a few months, I'm getting, when this comes in, which might be anytime from now, 1 to 3 months. So yeah, it might come in this month, next month, the month after that. And then when it does come in, you might want to take a few months to kind of give this energy a little bit more space, make it like lighter, really get to know each other and think about everything else besides the sexual energy, romantic energies, or anything like that. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Beautiful Bio 717. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really, really helps me out. It really helps this channel out and my own soul mission, which is to help everyone else with their soul missions, you know. And I'm a person that believes that all us high vibrational people, light workers, starseeds, whatever you want to call us, way showers, leaders in the spiritual community, to kind of help each other out in our soul missions, right? So what comes around goes around. So thank you for your love and support, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.